If only I could turn back time.
Hello and welcome to the Realm Let's Play with Ron. And so, as this being episode 1, we're going to take a quick tour around and look at the Nether Hub. And today's project is going to be a bartering farm. It is going to be my style of bartering farm, which is practically simple. So let's get into the Nether here, and I will show you what's going on. This Nether project of mine is an ongoing process. It is in progress. There's still digging to do. But what this is I'm making a perimeter in the Nether that's rather large. So it goes about 400 blocks here. So we'll get in the corner. So on the coordinates we're at about 390. And it goes for quite a ways. And this is all dug out by hand. The occasional bed and the occasional TNT. But this is all basically dug by hand. So that was 390 and this is 750. And then this coordinate is at minus 50. And the opposite wall is at, you can see I was doing some digging, 270. And so my idea is here is I've got all these portals going around to different resources that I use. Like for example, this would be my sand, just a desert that I go to, and all the other farms. And then this box is my main Mushroom Island hub. It still needs to be decorated. It's, you know, there's no roof on it yet, things like that, but this was all completely buried underground. FYI, if you ever plan on doing a large digging project in the Nether, if you have a chance, do not do it in the basalt delta, because these lava lakes in the basalt delta with magma cubes spawning everywhere, it's just not fun. Not fun at all. There's no easy way of doing it. You have to basically despawn as much as you can, and then you end up with fire and death and burning all the time. So I don't recommend it. But let's get back to today's project. Today's project is we're going to make a bartering farm. Now this world is probably close to 3 years old now. And my poor bartering guys are probably 2 years old and have been sitting over here all alone in this tiny little corner at my brother's base for the better part of 2 years. They're just these two poor guys sitting over here in a corner, hiding before this working. I'm going to finally give these guys home. I'll probably show you how I get them from here to there. I will get them set up with hoppers and such. Show you the mechanics that I use to barter. And then perhaps we will work on a house for them, some decorations. Anyways, I will get back to you when I dig a little path and put down some minecarts. So, see you in a minute. And so here we are, back to my main storage, and I think I've got all I need. I've got some rails and powered rails and some way to power them, and a couple buttons to transport them, a couple minecarts. There's 2 guys, so 2 minecarts, and I'm just going to stack them up on top of some hoppers for now until I decide what I'm going to design. Now, I'm going to set them on top of hoppers for them to stand in, and then probably craft some redstone, some like automatic sorting to pull out some of the common drops, not overly necessary, but it might make things easier. I haven't really designed things ahead of time. I'm just kind of flying by the seat of my pants. So let's get these guys set in place, and we'll bring it back and show you what I'm doing. So we're back here in the Nether Hub. That's the tunnel I built down just around the corner to get to my piggy boys to barter with. And I think I'm just gonna run them. I've got some dead space here between my gravel pit and my drown farm. I want to stay far enough away because I still have to design a roof to go on this tunnel system. So I'm thinking in this rough area here somewhere, like, say here, maybe I'll measure it out, make sure I'm like equal to, yeah, I'll make sure I'm equal from there to like over there. And so we'll put them in here somewhere. They're literally, I actually never knew it was this close. They're right here is where they've been the whole time. I didn't realize that my nether area was so big and cramped. I should actually just talk to my brother and tie his stuff into mine. Anyways, I'll move them from here to there, but I'm just going to measure the two spaces first. Okay, so here's the basic gist of what I plan on doing. Minecarts, I'll place a minecart powered up, and they should come running around the corners, up these tracks, out, and right about 560 should be halfway between my gravel and my main tunnel. I've brought them up in the air a couple of blocks. They're going to stand in this little cage. And then as they barter, the hopper should collect everything. And then I will start layering in sections of auto sorters through here. And then just double chests for things like potions and boots and unstackables. And that should give me lots. That should give me, like, I don't know, blackstone and quartz and gravel, and oh geez, maybe that should be longer. There's a lot of bartering. A lot of bartering. Anyway, that can come after. That's pretty easy to keep adding. But we'll get the guys in here. Make sure that I can get them up in there without dying or killing myself. Good thing is my spawn's right there, and if they get away, I can just like aggro them up there and kill myself inside, and then all my gear gets ended up right in there. Anyway, I will transport them up there and see if, well, let's just try it on camera here. The good thing about me is I don't really know what I'm doing. And we're just going to try stuff on camera. So, if I put this here, he might well pop right in. There's one guy, he's going to attack me. And away he goes. I don't have very much armor. I should pay better attention. So he should go right up there, and up the hill, and fall in the little hole. Perfect. Now, I should be able to stand up here on this little platform and break him out of his little jail cell. Now, he shouldn't be able to get out of there. Yeah, maybe let's put a block in. That's only half a block space. He should be fine. As long as I don't kill him. To pop out. Yay, D's. Maybe I'll rename the other guy before I put his name on camera. See you in a few. So back here to get the second guy. 2 life lessons I learned. Give yourself a bit more space, because I think actually one more swing with this golden sword very well might have killed me. Not that it's that big a deal. But yeah, maybe give yourself one extra space, and then the next life lesson is to rename these guys before you put them on camera. And how am I going to get this guy in here? The other guy was crammed in there. That's why that worked before. Do I have any blocks on? Yeah, I do. Okay. Can I get him aggroed over there? Come on, little dude. Maybe if I break that, will he come into it? If I put another... There we go. Hey, piggy. Oh, there's no block there now. No. Okay. We can fix this. I think my brother's got ender chests. Aha. Let's get some hearts back and let's get in the show. Aha, piggy. The good thing about the nether is that it's pretty easy to just tear stuff apart and make stuff bigger. And away you go. No. What am I doing wrong this time? Hey, I didn't have a block there, so it wasn't being powered. Because I'm an expert at this game. Anyway. Up he goes. Okay. 2 for 2. And that's all you really need is one dude. And I'll show you the mechanics of it a little bit later that I use. And yeah, the only thing that limits on how much you can trade and barter is how much gold you can find. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do for design. I'm kind of been digging this like gothic sort of blocky build I did over here where I used copper. So maybe I'll use the deep slate in Blackstone, but use, because they stuff that they trade, maybe I'll use quartz instead of, yeah, I'll use quartz instead of copper. And maybe I'll put, I don't know, I'll figure something else for design there. Anyway, I'll lay out some things there. Go back to storage and get some blocks, and we'll get back to you. Okay, so back to storage. Let's grab some shulkers, and make some project boxes. So let's grab some shulkers. Probably 2 slots. We need some quartz. Well, let's just grab a shulker of quartz. Some deep slates downstairs, some blackstone, probably downstairs. We need some redstone stuff. We need some chests and some hoppers. Block gold. We need some redstone and some repeaters and comparators. We need a little bit of everything. So I'm thinking blackstone, deep slate, quartz is probably the gist of it. Yeah, maybe some crystals. Ooh, the calcite though. Yeah, maybe that'll be good good to pair up actually with some quartz. But you can't, I wish you could make stairs and slabs. Purple? No, okay, so we're getting distracted. We need something to make the redstone on. I don't have any converted. Do I have anything converted here at all? Let's grab some of my trusty prismarine. Stack and a half is probably lots. So I will get the auto sorters in place. Ooh, I almost forgot. The most important thing for me is I always use beehives as my blocker items. And that way I know the only place I ever have beehives is in my bee farm, so I know it's pretty good. Oh, I better grab a stack of wood just to be safe. We'll grab spruce. Just to have some spruce on hand. You never know. That should be probably lots for now. Let's say it's not very far to go back and forth, so let's just chuck this all in here for now. We'll take a quick boo back over there. It's only a rocket away. Let's grab probably a crafting table and a stone cutter would be nice to have on hand. We'll get back over there. Take a quick look, because as I say, it's not very far. It might be the closest thing that I've made in a long time. It is annoying to go back and forth all the time, so you always try to grab whatever you can. But it's just right here outside of the main doors. I'll say the boys are going to be there. That's my overflow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 deep. So, and that's going to be my comparated one. So 1, 2, 3, 3 chests deep. Yeah, that should be lots. 3 double chests of every item. Yeah. If I need more than that, I'll just load it in the shulkers. So my idea is, probably give or take about here. I'll make a doorway. I'm thinking, like, that might be the top of the farm, and I'll just leave these boys up here to kind of chill out, and you see them up over top. So, like a doorway here, maybe sticking up a little bit past them, covering up the redstone, so all you see here is like the chests, and then maybe from in behind be like a solid wall tapering out a little bit, but sort of in that style. So I'll have like deep slate exterior with a black stone interior, and then the light collar on the inside. So basically, like, the boys will be standing right there, and then storage to the side. So let me play around with this. This is the part of the building process that usually takes me like 7 or 8 months. And we'll get something laid out, and we'll be back. So welcome back. This is kind of not what my idea was, but what it turned into. So boys up here stand in their little cage. I trade them gold. They drop their stuff into the hoppers. I'll cover these all up. But these are all auto-sorted, as you can see through here now. They get auto-sorted into the chests, and then the last set of chests over here are simply for bulk storage. I still have to set the filters because I need to trade with them a little bit to get what they drop. But I'll sort them and maybe put some muddy frames for like sand. Was it dirt and quartz and blackstone and blah blah, fire charges and arrows and all that stuff. But this will be a quick way to get like soul speed boots. This is a good source. These two gentlemen here have provided this soul speed boots for everybody on the server. I was laying this out, and I had the bulk storage, so then I had to kind of marry it to have, this will be gold storage to trade them with. I still need to find a place for an ender chest in here that looks good, and like a crafting bench. So originally I wanted to put like a doorway. I don't know. This is all probably up for change. And then I will connect a soul speed path up to here like I have for everything else. There's a way to get quicker. So the idea is you come up here, you place the gold you want to barter on this gold block, and I have left a hole here on purpose to show you how I barter. So these gentlemen here naturally get upset with you if you break or move gold, or if you open a chest. You'll listen to them. If I open a chest up, they get all mad. They go, "Oh, you're opening my chest." The same way is if you move a gold block. And so I've got this little rig in here. It's my simple redstone. So I'm going to stand on this pressure plate, which is going to sticky piston, push these two observers together to make a clock. You could do 1,000 different things. You could pull a lever, you could press a button. But my goal is to get that piece of gold block to shift back and forth. And that's the magic of this whole trick. This is a bedrock only, not glitch, it's a feature. So if I step on this, and this jiggles back and forth, every time that moves or changes position, they get mad and complete the trade. So normally if I give them a trade, I'll drop one. Well, here you go. Oh, look at that. 1 gold. You can count it. 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 4 seconds, 5 seconds, and then he spits it out. I'm going to throw the entire stack and stand on this pressure plate. And oh, they just spit everything out. No, I've got to fine tune it because I don't want stuff sitting there. I want it sitting down there. But you see the point. You can trade a dramatic amount of product quicker than you could possibly pick it up with all this auto-sorting items. So that's the whole deal. That's the glitch in Bedrock, is they'll trade. And I've seen crazy farms made by like Silent Whisper, who he's trying to sort these all in time through. It's dramatically overdone. The other thing that used to happen in Bedrock, which was super broken that they did fix, was these guys, if you had 50 of these guys in this one spot and put down 1 gold bar or gold ingot and then moved it, all 50 of them would have completed the trade with that 1 piece of gold. It was so broken. This is still broken. This takes no time at all. So what? How long did that take me to trade with that? And I got all these things, and now I can use these to set my my filters. So I'm going to set the filters for this. I'm going to button this hole back up. Anytime anybody on the realm wants to barter, they will now know that they can come here to barter. I'll fix that little placement. Not exactly sure. Maybe if I drop the gold down so that they don't have to pick it up, and it will get. They want to throw it at you is the problem. So maybe if I just move where I'm standing on this to get them to trade. But yeah, that's simple. That's all it takes. Move a piece of gold back and forth really quick. Bada bing, bada boom. Trades. So thank you. That is my bartering farm. And I shall see you next time. Thank you very much. And welcome back. This is the first tips and tricks with Ron for Bedrock console, PlayStation specific. And what I want to talk about today is pick block. If you are a PlayStation player like me, your controller comes preset where each button does a specific thing. However, Bedrock. However, Minecraft has a lot of settings that they don't show you. So if you go into your settings and go down to your wireless controller, you can come over to the side and look at all the buttons that you do. And you can change all these. So like here, jump flies X, drop item is circle, and these are all probably what you're used to. But what I want you to try is, if you've never done it before, which is something that's changed my life, my Minecraft, the quality of life that you have. You want to go down here till you find pick block. And I have pick block set to my D button on left. It's the last selection here, pick block. Yours is probably blank. Your normal D left is probably emote if I remember, but this is pick block. This is why I want you to set. You don't have to set it to this left, but set it to something that you don't normally use and try it out. At the very least, try it out. And this is great for people who build. If you build a lot, if you want to use, say, a bunch of gravel, okay? We'll just run with this gravel. And you're building along, you're building along, you're building along. You're building along, you're building along, and all of a sudden, you run out of your block. And so normally what you have to do is you have to then stop, press triangle, go into your inventory, find out your gravel in your inventory, put it to your hotbar, and keep on going. That's how people normally do it. That's the default. But with pick block, if I look at gravel with no gravel in my hotbar, it's going to put gravel to the first empty slot in my hotbar. See that? So what that means is you don't have to stop and go, oh, moss, okay, where's my moss? Is my moss here? Is my moss here? All you gotta do is press left, and if it doesn't show up on your hotbar, then you don't have it. It's the same here as prismarine block. There's no prismarine in my hotbar. If I just press left, it picks all the prismarine that's in my inventory. Now it picks the smallest stack. So if I go to granite here and place the 32 granites that I have and go to pick block, it's probably going to pick the smallest stack of that thing that you have. So it should pick 32 because I've got a 32 stack and I've got a 64 stack. It normally picks the smallest stack that you have. So you can go along and place hundreds of blocks or thousands of blocks, your full inventory, without ever having to really look. The other really good thing it's for is if you're doing like a finer detailed project to where you're switching back and forth from dark oak to signs to this to planks to oak to prismarine to nether brick to signs and stuff. All you gotta do is left click on your D-pad and it's going to put it to your hotbar. Now, the other thing you have to look at is that it'll put it to your hotbar. If your hotbar is empty, it'll go to whatever slot's empty. However, if you pick block something that's not in your inventory, let's say that I don't have any moss, like I don't have any moss in my inventory. So if I pick this up, now I've got one. My menu, my hotbar is full. Whatever I have selected at the time that I pick block, so if I got my sword and I pick block, it's going to pick the moss and replace my sword with it. Okay, you see that? So whatever you have got highlighted or whatever space is empty, it'll fill automatically. And that is my tips and tricks for Bedrock consoles, PlayStation specific controller. Xbox, I'm not sure, or mobile, I'm not sure because I don't have that. But hopefully this improves your quality of life while you are playing Minecraft. Have a good day.
If only